Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Tiffany Dzugan and I'm a naturopath here in the GTA. I currently have two practice locations. I'm in Etobicoke at Humber Bay Physio and I'm in Burlington at Healing Touch Natural Wellness. At both of these locations, I run a general practice, which means I see patients of all ages with all health concerns. Today, I want to chat about phytoestrogens, what they are, what they help with, and easy ways for you to introduce them for yourself. So a lot of this is going to circle around women's health type stuff, so menopause, cycle irregularity, PMS, that kind of stuff. Estrogen is a steroid hormone. So what that means is there's this kind of backbone that's actually built off of cholesterol. So yes, cholesterol can be good. And estrogen has lots of effects on the body. So the tissues that it typically acts on are liver, breast, the skin, the uterus, and bone. And estrogen is really important for the proper function of all of those types of tissues. And we have several kinds of estrogens. There's estrone, estradiol, and there's estriol. And each of these types of estrogen act differently. They bind differently to receptors. Some are weaker, some are stronger, and that can sort of cause different effects in the body. So when symptoms come up surrounding cycles or lack of estrogen or something, it can be either a lack of all of those types of estrogens, or it can be an imbalance in the type of estrogens that are acting on the body. Basically, when hormones act on receptors, it's sort of like a lock and key. So a receptor will be expecting a specific shape of something, the hormone, and that hormone will kind of attach, and that's what causes an effect in the body. So when we're introducing something in the diet that kind of looks similar to one of these hormones and can bind to a receptor, it can help regulate some of that system. So when I talk about phytoestrogens, these are components of herbs or foods that we introduce that can act on estrogen receptors and cause a different effect. Maybe they dampen some of the effects of the really strong estrogens, or they can boost the effects when we don't have enough of those estrogens circling in our body. So, some symptoms of low estrogen include breast tenderness, irregular periods, you can get vaginal dryness, dyspareunia, which is a fancy word for pain during intercourse. Sometimes increased frequency of urinary tract infections can be attributed to this. Headaches can be related to low estrogen. Mood swings, hot flashes, all that kind of stuff we see around menopause. Clinically, I see fatigue and loss of concentration, and these interventions we're going to talk about are quite effective for those things. And low mood also can be sort of attributed to some of these things in some cases. So, like I said, phytoestrogens kind of act similarly to estrogens in the body. So if you're experiencing some of these symptoms of low estrogen, like in the case of menopause or some cases of PMS, then introducing some of these phytoestrogens into your diet can be really helpful, and it's so easy to do. There are also lots of herbs that are great phytoestrogens, or they're estrogen boosting. I'm not going to get into that because that's a more case-by-case selection of herbs. But phytoestrogens are found in all sorts of foods that can be found in a regular pantry. And there's a couple of different types of phytoestrogens. There's 5 different classes. So we have isoflavones, flavones, stilbenes, lignans, and coumestans. And the combination of them is maybe a little bit important. Trying to incorporate a little bit of all of them is really great if you're able to. But don't worry too much about the technical side of things. So I just want to mention some great food sources of phytoestrogens. We have soy, of course. Lots of people are familiar with soy as sort of an estrogen boosting or endocrine disruptor. Peanuts, clover, sunflower seeds, walnuts, that kind of stuff. And then we have parsley, celery, citrus peels, pepper, grapes, broccoli, cashews, so all kinds of nuts. Pomegranate, kiwi, flax seeds are a big one. Some cereals will have some phytoestrogens in them. Soy sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, that kind of stuff. If you're interested in getting a comprehensive list of some of these phytoestrogens and the different amounts that you're getting from these foods, let me know. Contact me either through my website or through my email, and I can send you off a quick handout that I give out to a lot of my patients. But it's really easy to just introduce some of these really simple foods into your diet to kind of boost some of that estrogen, particularly during the first half of your cycle when we rely on more estrogen in the system. So I hope everybody has a great day and you learned a lot from this quick little video. Comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos.